very good morning to everyone here, honorable dignitaries on stage, Mayor Surat City, all eminent dignitaries sitting over here, and respected audience. First of all, a warm welcome to this Smart City Summit and a startup summit over here in Surat. I'm really excited. I'm really excited and feeling privileged to be here with you and sharing our views. The reason is, there are so many entrepreneurs across India who have come from this spirit. And, I should not, without any political bent, all I can say is, even the same spirit is driving India today. And we see that such smart city missions and even the startup innovation which is taking place in India, if I look at it from a global perspective, there is no surprise that, we are being targeted at the global level. Not to say much, but few of the surveys says that we are the third most innovative business people across the world, right? So there is nothing new about it. You can see that the kind of innovation that we are taking to the global level. I really want to say that in India, if we see, the innovation would have started somewhere very close to Gujarat, right? So it's like great privilege to be here and addressing this community. I welcome you all once again on behalf of Netmagic IT Services Private Limited. It's my privilege. From an industry perspective, Netmagic is working in the field of cloud services, data center services, security services, and we have been present in this area right from 1998. I was hearing some of the earlier speakers and they told about the story of how they started. Even we started as an Indian company from a small garage across India. We started in an era where all the leading players, they were very good players. We had Tatas and Reliance of the world who were very leading players and well-known names in India. And after starting that journey in 1998, today, we are nation's largest service provider with 11 data centers across India. Not only this, we are able to outsource global projects to India. We are getting Sony Global NOC being operated from India, Cisco's cloud being operated from India, and there's so many services which we are now doing from India. It has been an exciting journey. What I see is for an Indian startup, there are challenges, different challenges at every stage, right from the time they start till the time they are being acquired by a global company, and to the next phase as well. It is an ever-growing journey, which new challenges at each and every stage. So over here, I just want to share with you that we have learned a lot since 1998 to 2018. These nearly 20 years plus, we have maintained our position and worked with government and as well as with large enterprises and throughout their journey. When we are talking about startups, I should tell you that our original background comes from large enterprises. Even Flipkart started with us, very small. We are so proud that they started with us, and we see that the kind of journey that they are doing now, and the next phase which we are all waiting, we are all eyes to see the next phase that they are going to enter in. Snapdeal started with us, Jabong started with us, and they have grown so big, right? Now I come back to the journey that we had and many learnings that we have brought. We have done, now we are hosting 2,100 plus large enterprises with us. And in this journey, we have learned a lot. When we talk about startup, we really want to say that you should think in a different perspective because entire paradigm is changing. We are coming from an infrastructure perspective. Now I give you an example. Do you know that now you are accessing all the services, all taxi provider services from here in Gujarat? You don't even know where those services are hosted, right? You don't even know where those applications are hosted, but you are able to access them. So what you need is that experience, not the back-end infrastructure, but we are the people who manage those back-end infrastructure in a secured way. I really want all government sectors as well as all startup sectors to look at it that infrastructure is now critical. Your business is actually governed by its access. If an online e-commerce portal is not accessible, they are losing money every second they are not accessible, right? So that involves that you should be taking the kind of expertise that data centers all across the globe are bringing in, cloud services that are being ramping across the globe. You should be taking such services, right? Even in this paradigm, there are new challenges which are coming up, like security. We can have a security summit altogether. But there are so many new challenges coming up in the domain of security itself, right? You are now focusing a lot on, user privacy, and you are, at the same time, you are focusing on a lot on data security of an individual user. Same problem is with the large enterprises, same problem is with the startups. You should be looking into these in a broader perspective. And I humbly request all government as well as startup organizations to take data center, cloud services, security services very, very seriously. Because once you are free from those worries, actually you can focus only and only on ramping up your business. All your focus and energy and the spirit with which you started, the mission. Every business is like a mission. You should be focusing on that. We take care of the infrastructure part. I just want to bring one thing, which I see, because I have been participating in so many smart city projects across India. We have participated, and we saw that, still the mindset that goes around is we want to have our data center in our local place, right? They want to have assumed that Surat smart city might say that we want to have our data center in local place. Similarly with some other smart city. Just have a look around. Recently, if you would have seen the news, we are seeing that when it comes to unrest, some people might access the very infrastructure on which you are controlling entire smart city module, right? They are going to any extent. How do you make your data center safe? As I said, here connectivity and continuous access is the key to all smart city modules because we are relying heavily on them. So then how do you ensure that continuous access? People like us maintain 7 layers of security even to reach to your infrastructure. It is such a serious business. Secondly, we don't even tell anybody where your infrastructure is hosted, right? And it is hosted far away from you. I said that you can have that global perspective. You don't even know where those taxi provider services or applications are hosted, but you are enjoying them. And that's what you want. You don't want to host them in your local place, right? You don't want to keep it near. You want to keep it at a safe place. So place should be irrelevant, and the practice around it should be very global, right? That's very important. So we as NTT Group company now, because NTT Com Japan acquired us, and they are now 100% ownership of Netmagic IT Services Private Limited. We are the largest data center service provider across the globe. And what we see that across US and Europe, we don't have to go and talk about data center. Right from the day one, they know that everything has to go to a data center. Here in India, we have to do a lot of, case building around it, that why data centers are important. But yes, all I say is that, as I gave you an example of security, you should have serious thought that it should be hosted in some third-party data center. If you are open and agile and you want the global practices even to your infrastructure, you can think of cloud services. And we give a gamut of cloud services, data center services, and we have been practicing it at a global level, with NTT having presence across 180 countries across the world, and they are number one in the data center space across world. Like Netmagic is right now, the leading data center provider with 11 data centers and the highest data center space across India. So that is what, I would like to bring your attention, that it should be taken very seriously, because, I would be giving my presentation, unfortunately not available here as part of this session. But cloud and data center becomes the brain of the city, which is storing each and every information, based on which you will be taking all your decisions, based on which you will be governing your entire smart city. And smart city is a journey. Today you might start with water SCADA or smart lighting module or a solid waste management system. Tomorrow it is going to grow and grow and grow and grow, right? So that's why right from day one, it has to be a journey, where you know that we have to grow to multiple modules. That is the need of the hour. And that's where it should be sincerely designed in a way that you can actually start the journey right from this point and continue it with only in the direction of your mission, not changing it with the changing demands. Been able to help more than 2,000 customers, as I told you, and they are all large enterprises. Leading banks of India are hosted with us. We are ensuring not only the physical layers of security, the data center levels of security, also the infrastructure levels of security, delivering a part of their infrastructure on public cloud, a part on private cloud, a mix of them on hybrid cloud. Even they are able to leverage multiple applications on third-party leading cloud providers across the globe. So, that's a whole gamut of journey that we have been traveling with large enterprises. We have been able to contribute India's mission of smart city in different ways. There are multiple, even to give an example, even Thane Municipal Corporation entirely hosted with us, and their governance portal with us there. And so many now people from Thane are able to access it on a continuous basis. it's such a big and impactful thing. So I really, I'm really thrilled that what and all can be done smart city, and we are more than eager to contribute across the industry in this journey. And we really, wherever we go, we really pitch in the idea of thinking it seriously, that infrastructure is a serious decision. It is going to be long term. Your brain of the smart city is going to be hosted in a data center or in a cloud, and has to be an important parameter while deciding it, right? That's all from my side. It is my great privilege, and going forward in our presentations, I would be, in detail telling you about what and all parameters to be considered while delivering all these services. It's my privilege once again, and thank you everyone for hearing us so patiently over here. We are keen to engage here in this summit. Thank you. Right. So I think Anuj just told me one more thing that I can announce here. We run many programs for startups who want to try their new applications, or who want to do a POC on their infrastructure. They want to see some impact of some applications. We are really more than open to help such startups and come forward for them and be a part of their journey. As I mentioned, we started with Flipkart, and they have grown so much. We are very keen to work on such setups for you. Same for the government sector. We are very keen. We would like you people to come and have a data center visit, have a feel that wow, what serious this business is, right? So welcome you all on that note. We are very keen to engage. Thank you so much.